And we should be live. Let me go ahead and check. Says we're live, but are we actually live? It says we're live. Looks like an ad's playing, so that's usually a good sign. And the answer is yes, we are in fact live. Awesome. Alright, hello everyone. Ace here. Welcome to today's live stream. And today we're doing something a little bit different. Once again, we are back with some more Settlers 4. So, let me read some of the comments here while we get the game set up and running. Make sure the volume's where it should be. Yes. Alright. Let's see. Johnny says, I feel like I should have more comedic ideas involving this game, but I barely have any right now. By the way, how has June been so far for you, Ace? It's been pretty good, and there are some potentials here. It's... Jutine says, sup, looks like I got here early. Johnny says, yes, you live, Ace. Good, good. Alright. So, yeah, last mission we ended up... Well, it was the first mission. So, today we'll be doing Stabbed in the Back.
Stabbed in the back. We were successful in decimating the Mayan settlement. As upsetting as the presence of their settlement was, the dark lands we encountered were even more distressing. We know from captured Mayas that they were not the cause for this, and judging from both their reaction and the magnitude of the lands affected, there is little reason for doubt. The Mayas seem equally disturbed about these dark lands, and have proposed that we join forces against this dark menace. It is not clear whether such an alliance is of any value. We have learned that our gardeners can reclaim these barren areas, that, as the dreams foretold, they can heal the land. Until we know more about the dark lands, though, it may be wise to cooperate with the Mayas.
We are fortunate in that our base is blessed with a plentiful supply of resources. There certainly should be enough available to recruit a healthy contingent of gardeners and bowmen, which are going to be very important. We're probably going to have to main bowmen now. Think about it, so... We do have a lumberjack, but we don't have a sawmill. And we'll get ourselves a forester. Hopefully, the stream gives us less issues today than it did yesterday. So, destroying the farms shouldn't be that much of a problem, I don't think, but we shall see. Let's see what we've got in terms of pop. A few. We're going to want a large dwelling, though. I'm probably going to... at least get a couple more of these guys. There. And let's see what our supply situation is telling us. Okay, iron mines are up. Now, let's see. How many sols do we have? One more. Okay. Place another tower there. Let's start expanding as quickly as possible. And having these extra dudes right from the very beginning working this stuff should help out significantly. Okay, it looks like where we really need to focus is up here, because that is definitely where our stuff is going to be coming into play. Get a couple of geologists. Small tower there. Actually, we'll move it a little bit. We'll set our second stonemason down here. And we will expand our towers here and there. But yeah, the plan's gonna be we're gonna get a whole bunch of gardeners as quickly as possible. A bunch of bowmen, and we're going to try to fight that way. So I think once we hit the critical mass on bowmen, we should be able to just... There we are. Alright, let's see where we have our geologists here. Guess we'll expand our tower there. Well, the woodcutter is going to get his supplies soon, so we shouldn't have to worry too much about that. Let's see what else we've got here. So there are some weird facts about this game that I maybe will mention here a little bit, because certainly some weird stuff does happen with regards to this game. Alright, we will delete this, expand further, and we are now in the position where I do want to get my population center set up a little bit, maybe. Actually, no. First, we'll get another lumberjack, forester, sawmill combo going. That seems to be the best course there. Then once that's done, we'll actually start setting up our settlement there. Hamburger Gaming says, you may want to re-download this. Lol, amazing game. Yep, it is an enjoyable one, definitely. If you do play it, what I'm using is Settlers United, which allows for online play, but it also allows for some quality of life stuff, like right now I'm playing this game at ×2 speed, which I would recommend. Okay, we'll delete this. Go there. No free settlers, so now is definitely... Okay, so I'm gonna free up a few guys. Okay, so that there needs to be dealt with. We'll head there as well, check out, see what's up there. And then I think we will finally get our large house built. First of them, anyways. We'll want to get a few of these going because otherwise we're going to be running out of pop very quickly. Now, when the Maya do come, we're going to want to have a whole bunch of dudes defending what areas. Because what is going to happen is the Mayas are going to attack us anyways. Johnny says, the colors in this game look lovely. They do indeed. Alright, so Hamburger says, ah, cool, thanks for that info. Yes. It also improves Settlers 3 as well, so... There is also the HD pack that you get that's standard with this, so everything looks a little... everything looks just a little bit less pixelated than before, which is good. And it is a case of a texture pack that is done correctly, which is to say, does not change the actual art style. It just improves upon it. So, okay, let's get our mining operations up and running. How many pickaxes do we have? 2. We're going to need to find some iron then, as soon as we can. Alright. Expand this again. There's got to be some iron around here somewhere. And there it is. Alright. And also, since I do have the population necessary to do this, we're going to go ahead, have you check out that spot right there. There we go. So we'll build our iron mine right here, and now we can get our food production going. Build that there. I'll actually use the lumberjack here to free up some space. We are going to want a hunter post. Now, where to put it? There's some game. There is a lot of game here, and there is some here as well. So I'm thinking I'm going to try to set it in a spot where I can actually make use of both. We'll see. Worst case scenario, I have to rebuild it later on, which I am okay with, if it really comes down to it. Waterworks. Alright, we will see what's down to the south. And then, while I'm at it, I might as well actually expand down here too, because there's probably going to be some goodies. Alright, so what have we found? We have found some more stone deposits, which are going to be useful. This river here is definitely going to be useful too. Alright, he has given us some iron. Let's go ahead and get our iron foundry. Have him get these bits here. Because I need the... once these trees here are cleared out, we can then hopefully set up something up there, and then that will... Alright. That'll do us a lot of good. Alright. I think we've done reasonably well enough on our exploration of the southern sector here, so... There we go. And build a mill right over here. And the bakery can come up somewhere around here, I guess. And what I can also do is move this bad boy up here. If we can combine these two areas together, we can basically shorten our supply lines. Got our stone supply here. Now let's see where we can place our... Place that there. Wait, I didn't mean to... Oh, wait. Yeah, okay, okay. How many sides do we have? One. Okay. So what I will do is build another one here. Alright, so we seem to be in a pretty good spot so far, because we've gotten most of the stuff here we needed dealt with, so... See, we'll set this to hunt over here, which I forgot to do, admittedly. But now that I have remembered, we'll be good to go with that. Alright, let's see. Where can we build a bakery? We can build one right there. And I'm assuming once this tree is cut, we can then build one right here too. There we go. Alright. That should get us the supplies we need there, and then... You know, I probably shouldn't have put the weaponsmith this far this way, because the best place I'm going to probably set it up is the actual barracks up is probably going to be down here. Alright. So I think the strategy here is once I've gotten these two areas connected down here, I will then use this guy here's towers basically to expand to the areas that I need for mining purposes, or basically to fine-tune it. Okay, we can build a bakery there, and we can build another one there. That solves that. And we're gonna need a sheep breeder. We already have the water there, so we need a butcher. Now, technically, I could use the use other food other than bread for the coal miners, but it's less efficient, so I might as well, since I'm at the stage of producing all the stuff I need for the bakers here, might as well just put that to good use instead. Okay, we'll have you cut that tree, see if I can find another room for another waterworks, probably there or something. I think the long game strategy here is, though, I'm going to use the priests to destroy some of these enemy mushroom farms or whatever, which is the objective. We found gold. It's going to be really useful. In fact, while I'm at it, I think we're at the stage where we should probably get some more pickaxes made because we're going to need them. Alright, so what is our Civ situation looking like? Not bad, but it could certainly be better. I think we'll start expanding now. I think I will want to build at least one castle, and that'll basically be my main fortress area. So if the Maya try any fighting business, that's how we fight them. Just hold on to that, and we'll basically be able to win the game. Well, we found stones, so we can make that into something useful, I'm sure. We just need to find a good spot for a tower. Bet if I placed one there, it would actually expand over there somewhat, so that's the play. Alright, let's see how close we can build this other waterworks. Right up here. That is perfect. Have you go there, and I'm silly, I used the wrong building for a moment. That's okay. So, it looks like our economy situation is pretty good now. I'm going to start using this like I originally planned to expand into these areas here. Big question is how I want to go about it for the first few, and I think that setting one there should be the best move. That should do for that. And then another couple coal mines just to round out that part of the equation. Let's see. What else do I need? I need a goldsmith. Now I think I can... How many pickaxes do we have there? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we're gonna need one more. Yeah, I can do that. So yeah, this should solve our problems for resources for the immediate time. I probably build... No, I can't quite build a tower there. Maybe I could build a... No, okay. Then, if I remember correctly, the rest of the resources that we're going to need in terms of iron are going to be further up north here, but just do that. And I'm probably going to want another axe and sawmill just in case. So actually see how many... Oh, we already have an axe, so we're good on that front. Alright. I mean, the fishing here isn't terrible, but I could definitely improve upon it in terms of location. So, how's our pop doing? Alright, now another lumberjack, another sawmill, and another forester. That should round out that there. So my plan is going to be the usual. We're going to build up mostly archers as quickly as possible. I'm going to set this storage here to be weapons and gold. That way we will have a steady supply of both once we start recruiting. Technically, I could build another coal mine around here, and it would be pretty effective. I think I should have enough stuff, though, for the most part, to be able to do my bit, and yeah, I think for the end game, it's mainly going to be using the priests to destroy the farms, because we can do that very quickly without actually needing the gardeners, at least for the early game. Okay, so that mine is going to be completed, and so will this one. Build one right there. We're going to be producing so much coal. Build a couple more pickaxes. So supply lines are getting stretched a little thin right now, but I think we can work our magic and get, once we get things going again, we'll be perfectly good to go. Alright, we're making good headway on that mine too. Yeah, both of these are going to be completed soon, and we just have to worry about this sawmill. Which is ironic, because I got this whole sawmill here laid down to set this up, but you know. Guess I'll prioritize it. According to the game, we've been at it for just over an hour, which is fine. I'm going to mainly recruit there, so that is definitely going to be finished, meaning we can then continue producing more goodies to recruit our population with. Okay, now you shall house these items as well as this. Once this sawmill is completed, then we'll prioritize this. Boom. Alright. Moore's Code Sub says something. Welcome to the stream, Moore's Code Sub. We are playing some Settlers 4, having a blast while doing it. We're just about ready to finish our gold smelter here, which means we'll be able to start producing gold for the troops. Which I will actually need to produce a second and third one, probably. But yeah, once those are built, we should have the... Okay, this tower's ready now. Which means we're getting close to where we need to be on actually having our stuff all set up. Okay, that... This is going to take priority because we absolutely need a new large residence. Yeah. Also going to do the usual setup of increasing the attack power of our stuff by getting as many of these things built as possible. This is going to take us a lot of gold, but once we have that settled, we'll have basically doubled our attack power for all our units, and that should mean that absolutely everything we fight is going to be put into a world of hurt. Stickman is decided to reactivate his membership, or is, I guess, a member for 9 months now. Thank you very much once again, Stickman, for being with us for 9 months. Again, everyone that does choose to become a member, you guys are doing the channel a massive favor. I cannot thank you guys enough when you do that. Okay, we'll put you there. That woodcutter's doing good. This one is too. Alright, I'm actually going to now build that, or start construction on that second and third gold smeltery, which I will need both of. I want to have the kinds of gold production I want to. And then while we're at it, now's the time to start building up these vineyards. The plan's going to be, we're going to build these up and have at least 4 of them supplying 2 temples. That should be enough to guarantee that we get the kinds of mana we need to start doing some funny business with the spells that are going to be winning us the fight against the dark forces there, the dark tribe. Alright. Sururu says chillin' and gaming. Alright. Johnny says, Stickman, hope you enjoy some late night madness of sort tonight. Stickman says, thanks, Johnny. Johnny says, a couple of people I know follow are talking about Reloaded. Spoiler alert, the modern game is racist. I'm not even surprised. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, I have seen that. And yeah, that game deserves to be mocked relentlessly for that. Alright, we'll build a fishing hut right there, too. Stickman, is this the game where you mentioned on High Republic 2025 stream, the one with gardeners? Yes. Gardeners are one of the tactics that you use to destroy this stuff here, basically. But there is a second way, too, and that is using priests to cast spells. Well, clearly my hunter post has plentiful game to work with. I'll just increase it to 50 carriers there, and that should be good for the most part. And while we're at it, let's begin the spam. There are so many bows there, holy cow. We're going to be having archers for days. Okay, is any of these built yet? Does not quite look like it, but we are making headway, and that's going to be useful for, like I said, increasing our attack power. So Sorcerer asks, have you played Armies of Exego before? I don't believe I have. I might have it. It's one of those cases where it's probably in the backlog or something. Stickman says, anyways, I can't believe you are forced to make a second part for that comic. I don't think you've ever done that for a High Republic comic. Yeah, but after, you know, what was it, an hour and a half on the first 20 pages, or 2 hours on the first 20 pages, it was definitely time to do that. Okay, I need one of my... Where are my geologists? Okay, there's one. So I will have you start exploring over there, and you can start exploring up here. It's one vineyard complete. Now, there is one building we will need to actually recruit the priests with, and that's going to be the large temple. They do come free. The problem is, it does also require, essentially, it does require gold to actually build the thing, but it's a good thing we are building a lot of gold, or producing a lot of gold now. I say a lot. We still need to get this gold smelter here built, and this one here. Alright. Stickman says, oh yeah, I mentioned on Nico's server that I would make a High Republic parody comic when I have free time. That would be actually interesting. It'll be amusing to see how it gets parodied, that's for sure. So he's going to start setting down the grapevines. And the wine is going to be used to basically make sacrifices to the gods. And that is how we're going to get our mana pool up. Oh, do I actually have any fishing poles? I don't. So let's fix that right now. And while we're at it, another stonemason. We do have 2 pickaxes, so why not? Yarny says that's something to imagine, indeed. Alright, what's still left as far as the monuments are concerned? Well, that temple's definitely getting finished. This is almost completed. Stonecutter no longer has stones in his working area. We can fix that. That means we won't even have to use one of our pickaxes anymore. That's really good. Also increase that production speed because I do want that built too. I mean, this thing is now so close, I might as well speed this one up. Hey, I think Ace missed the message about potential cover of Mike. Oh, here we go. Okay, so Stickman says, I have an idea for the cover where Keith says she's a Shibun and Skir says he's a Democrat. Stickman says, comics are my favorite thing to make a world in the world, so it'll be fun. Okay. Now that that's going to be completed. Alright, now that we've expanded again, just do that. Technically, we can build another stone mine. Alright, that should be enough to fight off most attacks that we're going to be facing. Just actually pause production on that for the immediate time. There, that's definitely getting finished too. We've actually recruited so many people that we need another large residence already. Okay. Well, I mean, having almost 20 dudes that are proper level 3s is going to do that. 20 level 3 archers is definitely going to help out in any fights we have to face, so that's something. Definitely give that priority. Now let's see what we're on in terms of the decorations. We have a single decoration built. Well, that is going to improve our attack slightly. We've got so many arrows, archers right now, and bows. I don't think we should produce any more of these until we're good here. So, Stickman says, I don't know if I can do the art justice, though, considering how unique it looks. Yeah, unique is a nice way of putting it, definitely. Okay, I don't know how that guy has unlimited lumber, but we'll go with that, sure. Alright, Johnny O'Malley says, earlier this week I watched someone react to a Star Wars parody cartoon where running gag was Darth Vader had a Desert Eagle. Interesting. Sigmund says he would have a Desert Eagle, though, wouldn't he? Yes, he would. Yeah, he definitely would. Alright, so I think we will, I guess, set up another tower down here where we can get as much of that done as possible there. Okay, we found the iron. That's very good for us. Bad news, we have a whole bunch of trees to deal with. Okay. How are we on the decorations now? We just have 1 and 2 and 3 to deal with. Then we'll be able to get into full proper production. Looks like this is getting finished right now as we speak. Alright. Anything else? The obelisk. Which needs a single piece of gold, and then we're good. And there it comes now. Alright. Johnny says, your Glock 19 will be a lovely addition to my collection. Johnny also says, I joke that if Anakin's kinetic weapons method had been more popular, Grievous would have been collecting guns off the Jedi he kills. Stickman says, I'm surprised there hasn't been a dev take on the LA riots, or a take bad enough for you to make a video on. He has! I've just been... Because now Dev's actually openly saying that Civil War is a good thing as far as he's concerned. So yes, the bad Dev take has arrived. But I do know a lot of people get a little annoyed with the sheer number of Dev videos, you know, so... But maybe I should jump onto that. Okay, we can now build another large house. And once the gold is used for this, I will really ramp up recruitment since, you know, we're going to need a lot of dudes. We already have enough mana saved up to cast that spell once already, which is nice. You know, though, I am going to need some of those gardeners, so now is the time also to build storage. Which I will set up right there. There's got to be an attack coming before too long. Stickman says he's been saying that for a while. Yeah, but the fact that he is now defending the riots openly and doing all that is really a case of him showing his true colors. So, okay, so I'm pretty sure if they're going to attack anywhere, it's going to be around here. I just wish I could have a good spot to set a castle down. I guess if that fails, I could set up a whole bunch of watchtowers that are all grouped together. Or, ooh, no. Looks like my best bet is actually going to be to build a tower right here, and then I can build my castle there, and that will be the bait. Because there is a large meadow here, it'll be the perfect spot to set up that kind of defense. Okay, now we can begin our military recruitment program once again. We're gonna have a priest soon. Perfect. We're up to 40 mana now, which is definitely going to be enough to deal with whatever they have to throw at us. And you shall build a whole bunch of shovels. Thinking at least 20. Make it 30. Oh, I didn't expect all this stone here. That's gonna make things a little dicey. I could probably work with that, though. Maybe. Let's set another tower here. Alright, these we're going to delete because I do not want to potentially lose because they took all my towers back here in the rear or something silly like that. We're going to make it so that they have to absolutely attack a castle that is going to wreck them. That's the plan. Whoops, let me read some more comments here. Hey, it's good to see, Siege says, hey, it's good to see a bit of gaming to wash away the tism of High Republic. DVermit says, also Settler 4, everyone knows it peaked at 2. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people say that 2 is the best, and I get to see that. I can see the understanding from that. I personally like 4, for what it's worth, as strange as it sounds, but, you know. I think 4 is an underappreciated gem for what it's worth. BV Deemer says, of course the Leaf is pro-Civil War in the US. Canada has never been a war on their own soil, so their idea of a civil war is probably the Disney version of these things. Dev thinks he won't have to ever deal with it, which probably ain't gonna be how it if it ever goes hot, probably isn't going to be the actual end result. Probably not going to go the way he wants at all. Okay, I can go ahead and potentially set up stuff here, too. I'm actually going to build a couple of pickaxes to make sure that I have that part done. But I think for the most part, we've got the troops needed to really kick things into high gear. So once this gets built, hopefully there's enough room to build a castle. If not, I'm probably going to have to go with the route of a bunch of large towers. But we'll see. I could build one here. And yeah, they would be forced to essentially attack it, because it would be, if I make it the only tower left, that is going to be what they have to do. Okay, can I build a castle? No. Well, I might be able to if I build a lumberjack. All that, but instead I'm probably just going to do the route that I had before in mind. So we'll just build it down here. We'll build a couple of them, actually. One down there, that's a big one that they will absolutely have to attack if they want to get to us. And then a secondary one down there as well, just in case. But either way, they're going to have a very, very bad day, is the plan. Alright, for the meantime, I think we're now in a position where we can start attacking these here. And how many of these do we have? Enough for 5 casts. That's good. So the sheer number of archers that we have should be enough to fight off most things that are going to be coming our way. Probably going to keep the swordsmen, though, back. Because this is going to mainly be an archery affair, I think. There's one. Boom. Looks like the Mayas might be trying to attack their way through, which could be a problem. Okay, so there's not a whole lot to actually fight. I might have over-prepared slightly, but we'll see. The Leaf, that's the first time I've heard someone call Canada that. Correct, Ace. Says Johnny, and Stickman says, it's hilarious that Dev, the man with the dying channel, lives on government handouts, is anti-Trump and anti-right-wing. What could have happened here? I know. It's almost like Dev is of the opinion, a correct opinion, that his entire worldview is slowly crashing down around him, and his way of doing things just does not work. Oh. So I did see... Oh, that's a lot of dudes. Run away! Okay, we have disrupted their economy a bit. Because these mushroom farms are how the Dark Tribe actually get their reinforcements. And we did just destroy a good number of them. But we are going to need a proper army to deal with this the rest of the way. Oh, there's another one. So there's another one here. We would need at least 16 mana to cast a spell there, which is unfortunately more than I have available. But now we know roughly where another one of their things is. We can continue scouting, seeing what else we find. Ooh, we have to stay away from that. Because, yeah, this thing will just kill you instantly if you walk too close. But it does look like we... Oh, here come the Mayas. They're heading this way. Okay, the priests were sacrificed. Uh-oh. This could be a problem. They're going straight for that one. And I got a game over because it just... you... We'll do a move they never expected. Commit seppuku. All because this tower was not done in time. I was wishing that... Yeah, I figured that would happen. Okay.
Stabbed in the back.
Well, actually, we could use the autosave. Which we will. Load game. There. And now we're going to do this correctly. And we got a fatal error. Okay, we'll just do this again correctly. Ah, shit, seppuku again. Wait, what? Yeah, I know. And Johnny Malley, and there's Null from Kiwi Forums reacted to the clip. I can send you later. Well, their honor demanded it. Yeah. Losing, and when we basically had them that much on the run, is embarrassing. But, you know. Okay, we will redeploy down here. We'll prioritize this from now on. I just thought I had a little bit more. Here they come. Okay. Get this built. Give me the tower. Here they come, but they are screwed now. Oh, it is a turkey shoot. We have so many archers. Holy cow. Okay, we're gonna build a hospital, I think. And once this castle is finally built, we're going to see about building a second one as close to it as possible. because then... Alright, boom. Everyone gets in. Stickman says, the clip I'm talking about was mentioned way earlier. Do you want me to retype it? Yeah, sure. We'll just have you get stone from over here. Now, can we build a second castle right next to this one? Not on its own, but I'm sure if we use the woodcutter's hut and remove a few of these trees, we probably could actually get away with it. Alright, how many people do we have free now? Oh, enough to... we could probably... Okay, so we'll have 30 of these guys. Perfect. That house is built, and that house is now built. There's another 100 dudes that we're gonna have in our army. Okay, so I'm going to build a storage facility for planks. I'm going to set it right there so we don't have to worry about that. We'll heal up. That should be good. And now... well, we do have a castle there, at least, so worst comes to worst, they're basically not going to be able to do anything to us at that point. Stone and lumber. Alright, we now have enough of these gardeners here that we should be able to do some fantastic work on whatever's left up here. And boom. These guys are healed up. They are good to go back. And let's see. We can build a second castle over there. Alright. Yep, I figured there would be another gardener here. Alright, let's see. Can I? No. Alright, there should be 30 of these guys. That's why. He's way over there already. Alright, now we'll build another large house. Then we will have the numbers we need. We'll just finally rush in, crush absolutely everything, to the point it's gonna look like a joke. Alright. Straight up, okay. Mr. President, a second castle has been built. Stickman says, okay, so the clip I'm talking about was on his video stream. Dev basically brings up, unprompted, that he totally doesn't chase after trans like Lilith Lovett. And then his GF straight up says, he wanted a good dicking down from Lilith. So that naturally was clipped, and that's the clip. Yeah, okay. Ah, yes. Alright. Okay, so that's gonna be the gardener's detail there. I'm pretty sure it's up here is the only place left that we have to worry about, so that's where our army is going to go. Well, we do have a couple of medics with our party, so that's something. We'll set up here for a start. Laugh as they come in and attack, only to be destroyed completely and utterly. Then we can probably counterattack and destroy the Mayas if the game tells us to. We shall see, though, if that's actually a requirement. Because we did just... Ooh. There's going to be so many archers here, it's not going to be funny. Here they come. Alright, I think we are out fighting them currently, though, so that is good. Yeah, we are definitely steamrolling them. Alright, so that is the Dark Tribe army almost completely destroyed there. We'll have everyone that's left come into this one. You attack that, you would destroy that. I knew there was another one around here. Alright, so how many more of these must we destroy? Looks like there's another mushroom farm up here. Yes, there definitely is. There it is. Another one right up there, too. I'll move these guys into position. Okay, so they have to be running out of these farms now that they have. Because we've destroyed a whole bunch of these. We've wrecked their army. They have to be running out. Maybe there's one up here in the corner or something, but I think we've largely dealt with them. Yeah, the only things left would be maybe something down here, but that's where I died earlier, so I'm not going to go there. Oh, hello. Alright, now that we got that recruitment done. How many more free citizens do we have? Less than 100. Let's do another recruitment drive. Another 200 ought to do the trick. There's one. Alright, now that we got this destroyed, or about to be, we are good. Stickman says, the funnier part was that a thread was made on him on the Kiwir farms where he was labeled a degenerate so naturally. Classy Dev, he unironically thinks being a degenerate is based. Absolutely disgusting. Yeah, that sounds about right for Dev. Oh, there's another one right there. Let's deal with that. Hi, you've made a horrible mistake by trying to go after my gardeners. I'll have them hold position there. There's another one right there, so... we've carved out most of these things at this point. The fact that the Maya territory is here suggests that basically there's not really a whole lot that can be left. Since the Maya are attacking me, we're going to have to probably wreck them as well. I think we can up our production game now. And we should probably build a couple more resource wheat farms and what have you to facilitate more recruitment. Boom. Another waterworks. Another mill. And a couple more bakeries. That should get that going. Okay, we have to be getting close. Oh, look at this. The Mayas are attacking us. Oh, shoot. They got another army there. Okay. We'll just deal with that. Okay, there's got to be another mine around here somewhere. So, or a mushroom farm, I mean. So we'll see what we can find further south. Oh, there's one. We'll use our priest to deal with this too while we're at it, since, you know. Alright, this has got to be close to the end as far as these farms are concerned. And then from there we can go ahead and finish off the map. Gotta work tomorrow, heading to sleep, see ya, and good luck. Ah, thank you very much. Stickman says, oh crap, you didn't see the second part of that message. Well, Dev saw the thread, made an account, and posted Fuda adult anime videos there in the response classic. Ah, okay. It looks like, yeah, YouTube probably YouTubed it, knowing what probably happened. Okay. The fact that I have to defend my priests who are destroying these mushroom farms that are a threat to the Mayas, because the Mayas want to kill the priests that are doing that. Yeah, I'm gonna be launching an attack at this point. Alright, I think we've largely crushed most of that, so we can now go in and finish them off. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Alright, good night. Funny, okay. So Johnny, alright. Now we're close to the end game. We're just going to steamroll the absolute living hell out of these guys. Okay, they're sending their army down here for a fight. We're going to do that. There's so many of these guys, but I am wrecking them. And now we have just one. Okay, I think our move here is to heal up these dudes and have them begin the attack immediately on these two towers here. Maybe get a priest to cast a few spells that'll actually get us supplies. Alright. Okay, now that our economy is kicking into gear again, thanks to the new bakeries and all that. Alright, we are winning pretty solidly now. Even though this particular unit needs a little bit more healing. Alright, we're going to have a large tower soon, and that's going to be quite lovely. Boom. I might as well see about at least getting the territory expanded here enough that I could potentially, you know, get the reinforcements straight and have a straight supply line, technically. Okay, now that I've gotten that dealt with. Alright, this is definitely where they're gonna hit, where we're gonna hit them where it hurts if we attack, so that's definitely where we're going. There's the barracks. If we take this, their recruiting days are over. Okay, they've got one more tower around here somewhere, and this is also their mining capital. So we destroy this. Boom. Alright, our supply lines are expanded yet again. And so close to combining these. We're going to have so many resources from these dudes, it's going to be hilarious too. Alright. We'll attack that. Just sorry, guys. There we go. Have we been? Has anyone been having A-10 planes flying over them lately? Not out of the any more noticeable than usual, I will say. Actually, it looks like since most of our healers are down there, we might as well prioritize that for the time being. Alright. Supply lines are a little bit lengthy, but that's okay. We'll just start our attacks now, and then we should be... That had to have hurt. Alright, so we'll now begin moving this army up here. We now know that their supply lines have to be running out of towers at this point because they just have these towers here. And whatever is over here, basically. They're trying to restart their industry, which is unfortunate for them because now I am Zerg rushing the absolute dog shit out of them, so it's not going to matter very much. Okay. Find out where their tower, if any, is over here. It looks like they might have just used pioneers. Which, you know, that's fine. We'll just do this. Oh, looks like there was some more stuff down here after all. Alright. See how close. Oh, they're right there. Okay. I'll just do this. There's got to be at least one tower here, so... Yeah, these guys aren't going to make it. Well, at least not most of them. Some of them might. Okay, so it looks like whatever's... Ooh. Alright. We took it. Okay, so now... Looks like the only places that they might have any towers left are going to be here and here somewhere. Well, it looks like instead... Ah, here we go. Yeah, they were definitely using pioneers to basically rebuild. Which is why I don't see any towers, but I do see everything else that they would have. So, okay, I guess we crushed them as far as any indicator is concerned. And we definitely have a supply line through. So all we have to do now is laugh as we build some more of these bad boys. And watch them do their thing. Don't think there's anything... Ooh, wait, there is actually stuff to the north. Okay. We'll deal with that too. That's probably another enemy tower or something. I haven't noticed any more attacks from the Dark Tribe, so I'm going to assume we have succeeded in destroying them too. Alright. Looks like we don't have anything else to worry about in terms of other stuff too. Paul Schlock has gifted another membership. Thank you very much, Paul Schlock. Once again, for everyone that has donated, you guys are a lifesaver. I cannot thank you guys enough for doing that. And it really, really does help the channel. I really do mean that. So thank you once again, Paul Schlock, for donating or gifting another membership. Let me read some more of the comments. Johnny O'Malley says, not me, with regards to the A-10s flying over. Panay says, since I've been seeing them fly over me East Coast. Johnny says, when do the aliens show up to help the settlers? Would you cut that out? Okay, that looks like that might be one of the last towers they've got. And, okay, so these guys still have this thing up here we have to worry about. There's another tower there. Okay, that's all we had to do was take that final tower. And, oh, I guess there was another thing here. But they weren't really doing anything with it. So, just for the sake of it, just to be completionist as possible, we'll destroy the last of their mushroom farms. See if that lets us also destroy this too. Except we won't, because there's an army there. A small one, but an army nevertheless. I didn't even see that little army. Alright, so that is most of the Darklands dealt with. So just for the sake of it, we'll do our... Go away. There. Now we can just fast forward time a little bit. And it even causes this to go away, so we can always destroy that too at our leisure. And we shall. Just need to find a priest to speed the process along. There we go. Alright, let's... Okay, so that destroyed most of the infrastructure around it, but not the building itself. But it's close to gone anyways. All we have to do is just do this. And I do want to destroy this just for the sake of it, even though, you know, it's not really necessary for the stream. But as soon as this is over, we'll get ready to do movie night, which is going to be Hardboiled, a true classic of a film, a John Woo specialty. So, yeah, looking forward to that for sure. You see what we've got here. Panay says, like, it's becoming common enough that it's on the Google search top 3rd result. That's interesting. Alright. gotta be close to almost completely gone now, so... Either way, we're gonna wait, because we should be at the point where we can potentially cast another spell that will destroy it. Although, I say wait. There we go. Alright, now we can claim victory properly. So apparently we were second place on soldiers. Did have the highest morale though, and fight the most battles, and collect the most ores. That's something. Food situation was also pretty good. And we were top as far as settlers and mana. So yeah, and buildings. So yeah, after that, the
Desecration of Rolf's Horn.
Yeah, the next mission is going to be the first of the Viking missions too, so that'll be fun. But, and I think now's a good time to go ahead and call it. So, yeah, this has been Ace. Don't forget, check out the Discord server, because we're about to watch Hardboiled on there. So I hope you will be enjoying it as much as I will be. And I hope to see you all again soon. But until then, take care. Ace out.